Hi everyone, welcome to our Regional Studies presentation. Today, Gabriela and I will talk about Kenya, a fascinating country in East Africa. Kenya borders Ethiopia to the north, South Sudan to the northwest, Uganda to the west, Tanzania to the south, and Somalia and the Indian Ocean to the east. The main cities in Kenya are Nairobi, the capital and main industrial, commercial, and tourist center of the country. Mombasa, a port city on the Indian Ocean, very important for trade and tourism. And Kisumu, a city located on the shores of Lake Victoria, known for transport and local trade.
Kenya was two official languages, English and Swahili. The word Swahili comes from Arabic and means people of the coast. Besides this, people also speak many tribal languages like Kikuyu, Loya, Lowo, and Kikamba. The national currency is the Kenyan shilling Kenyan or cash, one of the strongest and most stable currencies in East Africa. The minimum wage in Kenya is 60.33 shillings per month, which places it among the countries with one of the lowest minimum wages in the world ranking.
Kenya is a democratic presidential republic, meaning that it has a president, not a king. The president is both head of the state, head of government, elected every 5 years, and can serve 2 terms, meaning 10 years. The current president is William Ruto, who has been in office since September 2022. Historically, Kenya was a British colony until 1963, when it became independent and established itself as a republic. So answering the question, yes, Kenya had a king or a queen, but until 1963.
In 2024, Kenya's gross domestic product, or GDP, grew by 4.5%, reaching $124.5 billion, which makes Kenya the 66th largest economy in the world. However, Kenya currently has trade deficit, meaning that the country imports more than it exports. $1 equals around 130 Kenyan shillings cost. This means that everyday items might seem cheaper in dollars, but for local systems, price can still fit high compared to trade income. Also, 1 liter of milk in Kenya typically costs about Ks 120 to 130 in major cities. For example, about Ks 126 in Nairobi and Ks 90 in Kisumu, depending on the city brand. For comparison, 1 liter of milk in Bogota, Colombia is around 2,200. These are average market price from cost of living sources.
Speaking of trade, Kenya's main export area are tea, cut flowers, and coffee. Also fruits and nuts, but these are the main importance. And for imports, Kenya has refined petroleum, palm oil, and wheat. Now, let's talk about Kenya's traditional food. The most popular dish is ugali. It's made from corn flour and hot water, forming a thick dough served with vegetables, beans, or meat. It is simple but very important because it represents sharing and community in Kenya's culture. They eat this with direct hands. Kenya's traditional clothing is best represented by the Maasai people. They wear red or checkered fabric called shuka and colorful beaded jewelry that shows beauty, strength, and social status. For example, red means strength and bravery, also blood. White stands for peace and purity, and the blue represents the energy of the skies.
The most traditional music genre in Kenya is benga. It was born near Lake Victoria in the 1950s, mixing traditional African rhythms with modern guitar sounds. Benga became a national symbol of Kenyan identity and pride.
And that's our presentation about Kenya, a country full of culture, rhythm, and colors. Have a good one. Thanks for listening.